Yo, what's going on, guys? It is RNF, Ryan Nintendo Freak, back again with another video. And for today's video, it's finally here. I haven't done this in quite some time now. I believe the last time I did this video was about 5 or 4 years ago. But we're back, we're doing it again. My Nintendo Game Room Tour video for the year of 2025. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna start it off. I always have to start off in the hallway because it's like right when you open the door, it's like you're greeted with so much stuff. Okay, so here is the door. Let's open it up. Ta-da! Look at that. So now here is the room, but don't look at this just yet. Let's start off right here. So let's close the door up really quick. And, oh yeah, so this is new right here. I don't think you guys saw this in the last Game Room Tour video. Like, I don't think this made an appearance. But I think I got this in the year 2022 or 2023. I'm not too sure. But this is like, it's really cool. It's like this, it's thin fabric. And you can pretty much, like, it's made to hang up. So it comes with these little hooks right here. Like, it comes with 2 hooks. And I just thought, I figured I would hang this on the back of my door, because I figured when you close it and you're sitting right here playing some games, like, you could see it right there, like, it would look cool. So I think that's a cool spot for it, as like kind of decorating the door a little bit. So now when you turn around, this is also new right here. This wall didn't really have anything decorated. I don't remember. Like, there wasn't really anything on this wall right here. So I figured, let's put this wall into good use. And most of these figures, like all these figures, were pretty much boxed for a good portion for a couple of years. And I kind of told myself, hey, you know what? Let's put this wall into good use, and I can put most of my figures that are still boxed and have them hanging on this wall, figuring like putting this wall to good use, and then also still displaying my figures as well. So we do have my 2 Breath of the Wild figures right here, Zelda and Link. And then it's also mostly just a lot of my Mario figures. And this one has a clearance sticker from Walmart, but most of my Mario figures I got from Walmart. But yeah, so it's mostly Mario figures. Dr. Eggman right here. Diddy Kong right here for the Hot Wheels Mario Kart series. I got the white Tanuki Mario right here, and also my Skyward Sword Joy-Cons, the special edition Joy-Cons. Since that those are boxed, I figured that I would probably just hang those up as well. And then also my Metroid Dread amiibos as well. I just got, not too long ago, I got a new wave, or a new set of the Legend of Zelda amiibos, and they're still boxed, and I'm thinking about even putting those up as well, or hanging them up as well. But yeah, but I'm gonna probably try to cover, like, there's still more of this wall right here that's empty, so I figured that I could probably put that wall to good use, and put all my figures right up there. And when you turn around from this wall, here's another wall right here, so you have the door, this wall, and this wall, and this has my 2 Mario posters, and also my Super Smash Bros. Champion belt. This is my Mario Party 8 poster. It's kind of it was getting really damaged and like really getting beat up. So I thought that I could put this behind frame and salvage it. This is like one of my first collection pieces. I've had this since I was a little kid, this poster. And when it was starting to get beat up and started getting like crinkled and everything, I was just kind of like, I was thinking about getting rid of it, but my heart just couldn't let this go, so I figured I might as well try to salvage it as much as I can and just put it behind frame. And plus as well, this poster came from GameStop. So it's also like a good memory piece of GameStop, because every single one of my GameStops around me are all closed down. So this is kind of like a cool like memory of that GameStop that I always went to all the time. And right under it, this is my Mario's 30th anniversary timeline poster, which shows you the history of Mario for all 30 years, which I thought was really cool. So yeah, so that is these couple of walls right here. Now let's move on to this little beam right here of this wall. So this wall right here was featured in my last Game Room Tour video.
Flashback.
And I think I might do this too. These little pixel art beads. Now, I don't know what those things are called. I call them pixel art beads, but I'll just call them pixel arts just for short. My original plan was that before I got these Legend of Zelda canvases, I really wanted to use this wall right here. I really wanted to get more of these little pixel arts and just cover up this wall right here from top to bottom and just like filling it up and stuff.
End of flashback.
It was just the pixel art made out of beads, or I think that's what they're called, these beads. And it was just Luigi the last time. And the last time, the last Game Room Tour video, I did say that I wanted to fill this up with a whole bunch of these pixel art beads. So the last time it was just the Luigi one, and then since then I got the Kirby one, I got a Sonic one, I got two different ones from the Contra series. Then I got the two like different colored dragons from the Bubble Bobble games. Then we also do have Mega Man from Mega Man X. And then we also do have the Ryu, I believe his name, from Ninja Gaiden, from the Ninja Gaiden games. And then also to kind of like make this like little beam right here just a little bit fuller. So now right after this wall, right next to it, like literally right next to it, I have this right here. So now with this chair right here, originally this chair was sitting at this corner of my room. So this is basically why that the chair moved from this corner, because this corner wasn't really being used, and I kind of wanted this new setup, and I figured that this would be kind of like a nice little spot. Yeah, so once I got this whole entire setup right here, I didn't really know what to do with this chair. This chair was a little bit extra in this room, and I was kind of thinking to myself, well, I don't really want to get rid of this chair as well either. And I kind of thought, you know, this chair is small, but it's not too small. So I put my Sonic Colors Ultimate Collector's Box right here, and after I walked away from it, I was like kind of thinking, you know, this is kind of like a nice little spot right here as like a little display piece. And then also I do have some other Nintendo Power magazines right here as well. And I also can't forget my copy of Shadow the Hedgehog is also displayed right here as well. So now a quick story about this really quickly. I did order just the GameCube disc off of eBay. Someone was selling it off of eBay, and I bought it off of there. And then my good buddy Joe, he just had the case of Shadow the Hedgehog for the PlayStation 2. He lost his game for it, so he only had the case. And I figured, oh, I'll take the case off your hands. But now, anyways, let's move on to my first bookshelf. So now here's my first bookshelf right here that's right next to my door that has some of my Wii games. Now, this is not all my Wii games. This is just some. They used to be all right here on this bookshelf, but this is filled almost practically with my entire Switch games. But we'll be moving on to this side of the room pretty soon. But there's some of my more of my Wii games right there. Anyways, here's the top shelf, which has some of my Wii games right up here. And here are my two Mario Game & Watches, which is, one is still sealed, which I believe this one is the one that's sealed. Yeah, this is the one that's sealed. And then here's the other one right here that I did the unboxing for. Here's a wireless controller that I have for, like, a wireless Super Nintendo kind of controller that I have right here. And here is Metroid Prime 1 and 2, and also The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for the Wii U. And then right behind my Kirby right here, here is my Legend of Zelda Game & Watch that I have right there. And then also my sister and her boyfriend, as both of them together, they got me this Lego Shadow, which I think is incredibly awesome. And then it also has like a little label thing that says Lego Sonic the Hedgehog, and it says Shadow the Hedgehog on there, which I think is really nice. It's really cool. I love it. And then also another thing right here as well. The last thing that I have right here on my top shelf, it's sitting right here front and center displayed, because now this is one of the games that I have in my Nintendo game room that I'm treasuring, that I'm going to be treasuring forever in my collection, because I didn't expect to get this ever, and I ended up actually getting it. Disney Sports Basketball for the Nintendo GameCube. Now with this, I can say I own the entire, not the entire, because there are some other ones as well that were released on Game Boy Advance. But for the GameCube, it's 100% complete now that I finally added this to my Disney Sports collection. For this one, for complete in box with the manual, the case, the disc, and everything, it's going for about $2,000. I don't know if that's like, that was the last time I saw it for. I don't know what it's going for now, but the last time I saw this was going for $2,000. And I ended up finding, like a couple of months ago, I ended up finding just the disc. This was roughly $200. And that was the lowest that I could find it. So yeah, but anyways, it sits right here on my shelf, right here, front and center, displayed. And I figured like this would be a good time to actually share the story of me actually getting it. But moving on to the next shelf. So right over here is pretty much all my Blu-rays. So I do have Sonic Prime, the complete series right here that I ordered from Etsy. Someone made the Blu-ray version of the complete series. Then I also do have Sonic Boom Season 1 and 2. Then I have Sonic 1 Sonic Movie 1. My copies of Sonic Movie 2 right here. My copies of Sonic Movie 3, my other copy of Sonic Movie 1. Then I also do have Detective Pikachu right there. Adventures of Game Chasing, which is the YouTubers, the Game Chasers movie, which is a really good movie. Then I also do have my AVGN, the complete series right here on Blu-ray. AVGN, the movie, James and Mike Mondays right there. My 2 copies of the Mario movie right here on Blu-ray. And my other Mario movie Blu-ray right here as well. Then I also do have the Dragon's Lair games, which were specially made for Blu-ray discs. And then some of my other games right here as well. And then also an extra AVGN disc to add to the Blu-ray collection. And then here are some of my Super Nintendo games right here that couldn't even fit right over there with all my retro games over there. But yeah, but here are some of my Super Nintendo games that I have right over here. And then this collection, like, what is it? It is 101 Super Nintendo games right here on the one cartridge. And then Toy Story 2 for the N64. I also do have all my DS games right there in the back, and also my 3DS games. And then also some of my, not a lot, but some of my Game Boy Advance games as well. Then right down here, here's all of my amiibos for the Super Smash Bros. Series, and also my 8-bit Mario right there. My other 2 8-bit Marios that are still sealed in box. And I forgot that I have another, right here, I have another copy of the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch right there. Then my Super Mario cereal right there, which is also an amiibo. My Mario speaker right here, and my Golden Mario amiibo right there. And then my empty can of Sonic Energy Drink. Right under that, here are more of my amiibos and some of my blind box Mario Hot Wheels that I unboxed for some of my videos as well. At the corner of this shelf right here, here's a lot of my Sonic movie collectible items. Like right over there, there is my very first movie ticket. There is my iPhone case right there for the first Sonic movie. There's the little, God, what is it? The little paddle ball that advertises the Sonic movie. There is the Sonic comic that comes with the Blu-ray. There is a little glowing bouncy ball right there that says Sonic movie. And then also this little, like, God, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like this little, like, Orbeez or something kind of thing that it promotes for the Sonic movie. But yeah, so those are my Sonic movie collectible items. Oh, and also the little box crayons right there that says Sonic the Hedgehog as well. Then there is my Sonic Movie 2 figures, some of my soundtracks right here as well that I got. Down to the 4th shelf. Now here's a lot of my random stuff right down here as well. Here is some of my retro games right here that can fit in my retro display too, which I could put right up here. Whoops. There we go. But yeah, but here is like a little green Army Men game right here. And then also the Disney Tetris game as well that features Mickey characters. But anyways, right down here, here is some of my Nintendo Switches right here that are special editions. The Super Mario Wonder game right there, the Super Mario Day one right there, and the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom right there. Then here is my Grinch Switch case, my Metroid Samus figure, my Pac-Man plushie. Then when you move back right here in front of my shelf, which has my big Mario figure right here, and a lot of my Sonic Movie 3 merch that I got from my Regal movie theater. So now that's everything that I have on my first bookshelf right here, which is just some of my video games, and then also, like, it's just mostly, like, a whole bunch of my random stuff, or, like, my, like, amiibos, figures, and all that stuff. But this is slowly becoming, like, more of a game shelf than, like, a figure shelf, because that's what it used to be. I think in my last Game Room Tour video, I think this used to be the Mario Wall of Fame, or was it in the first Game Room Tour video? But anyways, this shelf right here went through a couple of different phases. So this shelf was always my Super Mario Wall of Fame, so this is where my entire Mario collection used to be. And then it slowly moved to where, like, just putting, like, a lot of, like, my figures right here, because I was trying to get even more figures. So this moved from being a Mario shelf to, like, a figure shelf, and then now it's slowly becoming, like, a video game shelf, another video game shelf. So yeah, so it's kind of, like, been going through different phases. Also, I can't forget about the top of the shelf right here, which has my Super Mario Wonder poster, some of my other Mario Hot Wheel figures, and my Mario plushie. And then also right behind the, and also, let me give you a closer look. Right behind my Super Mario Wonder poster and my Waluigi Hot Wheel figure is my at-launch limited bundle of the new Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. So yeah, so that was the first bookshelf. Now we're going to be moving on to the next bookshelf. But honestly, before we move on to over there, I should show you this wall right over here. So now this wall right here, where I film most of my videos right here on the couch, this is where, like, a lot of my posters used to be. I used to have a whole bunch of posters right here, but then I ended up moving them because I ended up getting the Sonic Movie 1 poster when the first Sonic movie came out. Then it became, like, a thing, because then I wanted to try getting the next movie poster. So shout out to my local Regal. The people that were working there, the manager was extremely nice, and he let me have the first Sonic movie poster. And it started becoming a thing, because then when the second Sonic movie came out, I ended up getting the poster for that. And at the same Regal, they gave me the first movie, they gave me the second movie poster when I asked for it. Right next to it is my Sonic Movie 3 poster. So it ended up becoming a thing to where I had to get each Sonic movie to getting a poster. And I almost was not going to get this one, because with my Sonic Movie 3 merch that I got, I was like, you know, I don't really need to get the poster. But then once I saw how cool this poster looks, I was like, it would go with my collection of posters. So I had to get that one as well. Now with Sonic 4 coming out, I have to get the Sonic Movie 4 poster. And I do have a little bit more room right here, which I'm going to add a few more posters. But for the meantime, it's just the Sonic Movie posters right here. And then right down below it is my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate poster that you get with the game. And also my favorite little poster right here that I custom made. Or not really custom made. I found this picture on Google, and I just, like, I went to a copier machine and I blew it up to make it an even bigger size. But this is the Contra, like, fan-made movie poster that features Arnold and Stallone. And I can't forget as well, right in between Sonic Movie 2 and 3 movie poster is my Mario 35th anniversary poster. This is my final poster that I got from my GameStop. I asked them if I could have it. They wrote my name down. They gave me a call, and they said that your poster is ready to pick up. This is what they use to display in front of their window to advertise it outside, pretty much. So yeah, but this is my poster that I love and I'm treasuring as well. So I have the Mario 30th poster right over there, and then also this one that shows you the timeline of all the Mario games as well. And then all the games that are released for the Nintendo Switch, which I own every single Mario game. And then right behind my little streaming setup, I'm going to sit down in my little gaming chair, is I do have my Super Mario Odyssey poster right there, and I also do have Luigi's Mansion 3 that is right behind my monitor right there. When we move on top to my mini fridge right here, this has pretty much my other jumbo Mario figure, my Legend of Zelda sword, the gift box, the Legend of Zelda gift box, my little piranha plant light right there, my other little Sonic stretchy figure. Oh, and I also can't forget about my Sonic Mania statue, or my figure right there that I got with my collector's box for Sonic Mania, which is cool. And then right up here, there's my other Mario plushie, my Luigi plushie, my Mega Man 11 figure, my little Crash Bandicoot, like little Lego. Yeah, it's a little Lego figure that you could build when you got the Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy for the Switch. My Detective Pikachu plushie, my movie Sonic plushies right there, then my AVGN plushie right there, and then I got my Super Mario 3D World poster right there with my little Mario coin block lamp right there. And then right under that, here is my little Christmas Pikachu right there. I gotta find a good spot to put him because there's really no room to put him. So he's just laying right there, just chillaxing on top of my Switch games. Then the top shelf of my bookshelf right here. Here is some of my Switch games right here. And there's some that are displayed right here. Now, some of these are my special ones that are displayed. So right here, here is my sealed copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I have one that is unsealed to play, and I also do have this one that's sealed for collecting purposes. And then right next to it is my Sonic Frontiers game. Now, this is not a collector's edition or anything like that, but the only reason why it is displayed is because Sonic himself, Roger Craig Smith, did sign this my copy of Sonic Frontiers. My friend from my personal job, I let him take my copy of Sonic Frontiers, and Roger Craig Smith signed this copy. So shout out to my friend over at my personal job that helped me out with that. And then here is my AVGN 1 and 2 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. Then here are my little plushie keychains of Mario and Luigi, their hats, which is cool. Then here is my second shelf with my Switch games, and here is my Nintendo World Championships NES Edition Collector's Box, and then the Prinny 1 and 2 Deluxe Special Edition box, and my Sonic little figure right here that holds your game controller, which I don't have a game controller right there. Hang on one sec. There we go. Then right under that, here is my third shelf, which is with all my Switch games. And there is my Super Mario 3D All-Stars Collector's coins, which has Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. And then this, when you pre-ordered Super Mario 3D All-Stars over at, I believe, GameStop, it does come with these little skin sets. And it has Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. Then here is my other little Kirby plushie that I have right here, which he is kind of made out of yarn, which is pretty awesome. I think that's really cool. Then right under that, here is my collection of some of my other Switch games right there, and also my GameCube games that I have right here. Let me move some of these amiibos that I just got. These are the newest Legend of Zelda amiibos. There we go. Here is my GameCube collection, or some of them. The rest of it is right down there. But here are some of my GameCube games. Here is the Disney sports games. The football one that I have right here. And there we go. Here is the soccer one that I have right there. And the skateboarding one. But yeah, but this is like the top shelf of my GameCube games right here. Then right below that, there are some of my other GameCube games, and then the rest of my Wii game collection right here. And also right next to this game shelf right here, I did get this cool little shelf that someone was giving away. And right here, this is where some of my retro games are at. So here are my NES games, my Game Boy games right there, my other NES games, and my Super Nintendo games, and my N64 games right there. I also want to show this off as well because it's sitting right at the side of my bookshelf, and that is this thing right here. It's made a cameo appearance in some of my YouTube videos, but what I have right here is a Legend of Zelda sword. One of my friends gave it to me, and I think that this is insanely cool. Let me get up close. So here's the Legend of Zelda sword, and what's awesome is that it's made out of metal. Like, look at the details and everything that's on the sword. Like, from the handle, from, like, the sword part right here. I mean, it's really nice. And I've used this to unbox some games, and then also here's the little sleeve. I think that's insanely awesome. So now let's move on to the top of my window right over there. I also do have more of these canvas arts. So here's a Super Mario Kart, here's a Pokemon one, here's a Super Mario Odyssey one, and another Pokemon Pikachu one, which I really like. Then on this wall, here is my Super Mario World poster. Then right under that, here are my arcade machines, my TMNT arcade machine right here, and my Pac-Man machine, my video game consoles. So this is all the video game consoles that I have. There's a lot of cords too, my god. But this is where all my video game consoles are at, and these are all the ones that I guess I try to use, but ever since I got the Switch 2, I haven't touched any of the other ones. But I mean, so there's the Switch 2 right there, the Atari Flashback. Basically, there's games just downloaded to it's basically a plug and play with some Atari games on that, a Sega Genesis plug and play, a ColecoVision plug and play, an 8-bit entertainment system, which is just a newer version of the NES Classic, and then this is a Super Retron HD, which plays Super Nintendo games, my Wii, and then also my TV is right here where I play my games. And there's my N64 right down there as well. And also one more thing that I can't forget about this is that when you open this drawer, here is my Game Boy Advance and my DS games right in here, and also my chargers as well. Well, that's it, you guys. That is my game room tour video of the year of 2025. I actually can't end this video yet without saying or showing off my Nintendo Switch 2. I've been really loving the Switch 2. I've been playing so many games on here, and I just love it. I think it's a very awesome console. What a great upgrade from the original Switch to the Switch 2. And also, I can't believe it that I forgot to show this off when I was showing off my games. But I ordered this off of Etsy like 2 years ago or something, and that is my Grimace's birthday for the Game Boy Color. Somebody on Etsy customized their own Grimace game for the Game Boy Color, and it's basically just like, it's like something that you would like receive from a Happy Meal. Like when you play the game, you're basically playing as Grimace and you're just collecting Grimace shakes for his birthday, like they got away or something, and you have to collect the Grimace shakes to like save your birthday or his birthday or something like that. So yeah, so I thought this was really cool to add to my Nintendo game collection. But yeah, any updates for the game room for the future? Honestly, I can't really think of anything. But before I sign off, I just want to say one quick thing, and that is I just love my collection, like what it has grown into, because when I was a little kid, all I had was like a handful of games and that was just it. And then now it has grown into like this really big collection that I just really love. I just don't really know what else to say. I just love my Nintendo collection. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you guys can be notified every single time I make a video. Catch you guys later.